Also making a switch. Olenek's checked in for Pirtle. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Spurs on D. 6-point game. 1:24 left in the first quarter. Powell for three.
And I just love the energy they've showed on the defensive side of the ball, especially inside where they're putting up some major resistance.
Pass to Olenek. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one. Tipped away, and the ball out of play. The Spurs will have it. 58 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. To the inside. Here's Collins. And San Antonio again with a bucket.
They're really working the paint now.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from three-point land so far. Here's Porter. And that one hits the back iron. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. MP, the pass to Collins. That one's good for 2.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Kennard against MP. Pass to Powell. Here's Coffey to stop the run. The shot no good. MP with it. And so the San Antonio Spurs now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Back to the game after this break. Well, if there's one thing we've seen from Colin Sexton in his young career,
I feel like I've just been calm and letting the game come.
Brandy says he's just getting it. So both teams changing it up here. A minute and a half left to play in the half. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Levine. And that's his 3rd bucket at 8 attempts.
What a smooth-looking release from Kawhi Leonard. Doing work in the mid-range. That is his comfort zone.
Pass to Sexton. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
And for the Spurs, Zach LaVine out there with Zach Collins. Then it's MP. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Back to MP. LaVine passes to MP. Goes back up. Blocked.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots. That's pretty.
Covered by MP. And Collins with the big block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Leonard. He has 6. Clock at 6. Kennard outside. From deep three-point range. That shot off the mark. MP outside. Here's Johnson. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's San Antonio, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. The hustle they've shown on defense. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will He's making a switch here. MP's checked in. Well, you hear about the importance of confidence. You think that was something you always had as a player, Grant, or did you have to build that up?
Well, I mean, success ultimately does breed confidence. And I had success, fortunately, at a young age. So you have to understand you have to always attack, and you always have to believe in yourself no matter what the situation. And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And for the Spurs, Johnson and Pirtle, the big men. Colin Sexton out there with MP. And it's Levine in at the 3, the small forward.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Warriors was tremendous. He had 39 points, and his assist total was through the roof. Monster production. He was focused. He was relentless. Everyone is still buzzing about it, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
The Clippers have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions.
Into the lineup for the Spurs.
A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Johnson against George. And the jam by George.
And make no mistake, Paul George is a fierce finisher inside.
And with Paul George, Grant, you know what he delivers. Very consistent in what he'll bring to each game.
I mean, the scoring is always going to be there. But his defense doesn't take a night off either. I mean, very nice and consistent production from him. And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Porter against Johnson. George outside. 3-pointer. The rebound by the Spurs. Pirtle's got 11 rebounds in the game. Porter against MP. Pass to Johnson. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 8 here already in the game. And here's George. He has 6. George with another miss.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
MP, the pass to Pirtle. Another shot. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Back to Powell. And he can't get that one. So the Spurs will take it the other way. They've got the Rockets ahead of them next in Houston. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip. Here's MP. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Coffee, he's checked in for the Clippers. Kennard comes in for Paul George.
And the drive MP has is evident. This is a player that wants to be great and willing to do whatever it takes.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Spurs have gotten 8 of 9 to fall. Terrific offense so far this third quarter. 1:43 left in the third. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And so it's San Antonio with it. Kennard with it. Checked by Murray. A shot to stop the drought. The rebound by Murray. On the wing, MP. Powell covers. 1:16 left in the third. Here's MP. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with the matchups?
The Clippers making a switch here. Kleber's checked in. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Back to Kennard. 5 on the clock. The rebound by the Spurs.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Powell. Here's Kleber. Powell outside. Can they get it? On target from range. Powell's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that 3, the more the floor opens up.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so the San Antonio Spurs with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, we'll get back to the action.
stop the aggressiveness.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Kawhi Leonard. He's out there with Maxi Kleber, and it's Mulder in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And that one's good, Olynyk.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Leonard passes to Kleber. Driving in. Back to Leonard. Out to the right wing. Here's Mulder, covered by MP. Mulder can't hit.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Now here's Jones. The D's right on him. And some have said the pandemic increased the league's interest in a potential expansion. Grant, is that something you'd like to see?
You know, I wouldn't mind that at all. I mean, it just speaks to the league continuing to be popular and continuing to grow throughout the world. So we all know there'd be a hefty expansion fee, but there's some great markets out there that love the game of basketball and would really embrace a team. You know, one city that comes to mind, Seattle. So maybe it'll happen. I'm hoping it does.
Kleber passes to Kennard. Here's Coffey. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Now here's Leonard. He's guarded closely. Leonard double teamed. Here's Kennard. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Here's MP. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Mulder. And it's off from three-point range. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. MP with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Inside, here's MP. Oh, Leonard with the block.
Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard twice on the pipes with that 7'3" wingspan.
Pass to Kleber. Back to Leonard. Here's Mulder. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Spurs shooting about 70% from the floor. Hard to do better than that. MP, the pass to Olynyk. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Olynyk's got 8 points here in the quarter. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this 4th quarter. Pass to Leonard. Well, your 7 seconds or less Suns really paved the way for the pace and space style that we see throughout the league today, Grant.
You know, B.A., it really did. But, you know, it's interesting. I think there were those back then that thought it was kind of gimmicky. But, boy, has it changed. And I feel like we could have had more success if we had just gone all in on that approach.
Olynyk passes to MP from 9 feet out. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Over to the wing. Here's Coffey. No good from 11 feet. The Spurs have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. MP against Kleber. Pass to MP. To the inside. Here's Olynyk, and it's Olynyk with a jam.
What a find. MP setting up the easy bucket.
1:41 left in the 4th quarter. Now here's Leonard. He's covered closely. Chalk up 2 there.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Now MP. To the middle. second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. Olynyk's got 12 now in this quarter.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Spurs.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
Down low. Here's Mulder. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Boy, when you think about Kawhi Leonard's career, one of the things that I'm always struck by is how he has been a model of efficiency. So smart when it comes to getting his shot and taking the right shots.
Now here's MP. 34 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Pass to Leonard. And they pick up 2.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Here's MP. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
I've been on my before get to sleep. Play piano at bedtime, sing it in Portuguese. Love just like we used to, no more pulling the sheets. Writing no destination before I have to say please.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. The famous We Love Houston sign. Just, we are nearly ready.
Thank you, Kevin.
Interesting, D.A. Thank you. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Isaiah Stewart out there with Johnson. Then it's MP. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Murray in at the point. And for the Rockets, we've got Wood. Jayshawn Tate out there with Booker. Then it's Green. And it's Gibbs in at point guard. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
And it's such a great feeling to come out strong, but it's hard to maintain that consistency. The teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strength.
Now here's Green following the miss by MP. The drive by Green, and he banks in the lane. Green's got the first points of the night for Houston.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's LaVine. High post Stewart. Kicks it to MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stewart trying to get open. MP's shot is good.
Proving how effective he can be in these sets. MP reads defenses well in the pick and roll.
Here's Green. Pass to Wood. From 11 feet away. A rebound by Johnson. Here's San Antonio. Here's MP. That's good from Johnson on the assist by MP.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. And probably surprising to scouts, Johnson has played power forward quite a bit.
Well, you know, he's not as tall as most power forwards, but he's really cut up. He's bouncy. He's energetic, fearless, and he's really a mismatch for most other fours.
Outside for Murray. Shoots the 3. Booker pulls it in. For Houston, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Gibbs. He's covered by Murray. From 13. Rebounded by the Spurs.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Booker against MP. Here's Johnson. No good there.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Stewart trying to get open. Bean with the rebound. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Clippers in Los Angeles. To the paint. And the dunk by Stewart.
Textbook pick and roll from MP. Shifting the defense so he can set up a ready shooter.
Rockets trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
That was your Clark City Pictures.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Booker. Here he goes. Sweet little floater.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Pass to Stewart. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Stewart's got his second basket of the night.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Tate. For 3, Booker. That shot is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And while they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win. So we'll see how they handle things tonight.
Now, here's MP. After Jalen Green's miss. MP against Green to the middle. Johnson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
A different look now for San Antonio. Zach Collins checked in for Stewart. Vassell comes in for Zach LaVine. And it's Collins Sexton in for Murray. And Johnson drops them both. Rockets trailed by 8. A minute 42 left to play in the first. Got a piece of it. In transition, here comes San Antonio. MP with it. 17 points in his last outing. Out to the right wing. Vassell, the pass to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Olenek, he's checked in for Johnson. Now, here's Wall. The pass to Christopher. to Wall to stop the run. The shot that time, not on target. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the first. Sexton finds MP. Down low, here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Christopher, that's good.
You get open, and Wall will find you. He's got one of the best assist averages in NBA history.
Wall against MP. The dish to Collins. Back to MP. Here's Sexton. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's San Antonio in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now John Wall, one of the most explosive guards in the NBA. And
when my jump shot's going, it opens up the floor so much more.
Rough break. Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor.
At the line for
and some
serve.
stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Now with guys like Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, we've seen, Clark, the resurgence of the center position in the NBA.
Yeah, how about that, Kevin? A little bit of back to the future, because historically centers were the go-to guys on title teams when you look at the history of the game. Even though we've shifted to a perimeter game, we've seen the skilled big men have MVP caliber seasons the last several years.
On the court for San Antonio, we've got Johnson, Murray out there with MP. Then there's Isaiah Stewart, and it's Levine at the small forward. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, MP in the last time out against the Clippers was tremendous. He finished with 17 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. And when he plays like that, it certainly helps his team. Right now, they're on a hot streak. We'll see if they can add to it tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
One area where Wood does a lot of the damage is in the screen game.
Yeah, he's done a really good job understanding how to roll into scoring opportunities. He can pop out and hit the 20-footer as well, and these are the big man skills that teams are looking for in the way the game is played today.
And it's Green slamming it down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Driving the lane. It's blocked. And they recover it. It's trailed by 4.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Unloads, and he can't bank that one in. The Rockets shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Inside, Tate the pass to Wood. Here's Gibbs, covered by MP. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And the second free throw, good. To end the drought, and the dunk by Stewart.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's San Antonio. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Jalen Green, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Jayshawn Tate out there with Booker. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's Green. And it's Gibbs in at the 1 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Wood. Passes it to MP. Here's Booker. Murray with the defensive effort.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Here's MP. Makes it off the glass. MP's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And these tough finishes get MP going. He relishes any chance to score on aggressive coverage.
Timeout called the Rockets. San Antonio making a switch here. Collins is checked in.
Spurs substitution.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Gibbs passes to Green. Shot clock at 6. To the right side. Here's Gibbs. The Rockets with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
MP deciding where to go with it. Collins dishes to MP. To the inside, Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam.
What a read from MP. I love how he looks to get it to his open teammates.
Green against MP. Green in the post. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Feeds it to MP. And the dunk by MP.
You know, Zach LaVine is not just a scorer. He's really good at setting up his teammates, too.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Christopher. Over Johnson. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Spurs leading by 7. Now MP. He has 6. Another shot. And it. Collins getting it to go.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Gibbs passes to Green. Launches a three. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
San Antonio calls timeout. Martin, he's checked in for Houston. John Wall comes. Making some changes here. A few opportunities so far at the free throw line. He's made one. He's missed two.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
7 seconds left to play here in the third. This one for three, and no good in the last second attempt this time. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Spurs lead by 5. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Sexton. Delvin Johnson is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's MP. And it's Primo in at the small forward.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. You know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
The assist.
And the Spurs lead by 7.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Gibbs. Floats it up for Wood.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
2 points. That one goes. Stewart's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Gibbs, covered by MP. Clock at 4. Houston needs to get a shot. Gibbs, good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
And here is MP. Drives to the hoop. Outside, Sexton. MP against Booker. Down low. Here's Stewart. Kicks it out to MP. He dishes it to Sexton. A second chance effort. And the layup is good. Sexton's got 10 points in just the second half.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Wood can't hit.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Taking matters
Didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
The drive by Green, and it's blocked. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Kept alive. And Stewart gets it to go. Stewart's got 6 in the quarter. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Timeout called the Rockets.
And the lack of rim protection top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Isaiah Stewart.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, the Rockets coach had some words for his team during the timeout. He is not pleased. He told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move. I've got to pull the plug. Good stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David.
Shooting for San Antonio.
You can tell Levine has a real enthusiasm and flair for the offensive end of the floor. I mean, he loves to fill it up. But what he loves even more is taking off for one of his spectacular dunks.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That'll be his second foul of the game. Clark, you know, road teams accustomed to hostile crowds, but it can go too far. Players have been very vocal, saying, respect the game, and then respect us as human beings as well.
And, Kevin, I couldn't say it any better. It's that simple. It's not complicated. The right to say anything you want doesn't come with the purchase of a ticket. I think human dignity, common courtesy, and respect supersedes whatever feelings you might have about a particular team or player and overrides whatever price you paid for your ticket.
And he gets the bucket.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
.127 left in the fourth quarter. Wood against MP. And there's the drive. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And the decisiveness of MP on display. Have to be aware of his ability to knife his way inside.
And Green gets it to go. Green's got 24 points.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Spurs.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers.
For MP.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
Green inside, guarded by Levine. Green, no luck. And San Antonio has possession. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. MP passes to Johnson. Here's Levine. He kicks it to MP. To the paint. And there's the pass to Sexton. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
I am Gemini, super fly guy. I am Gemini, 2 heads, 1 eye. I am Gemini, like Pac, Andre, Lauren, and Kanye, Boy George, and Anne Frank. I am Gemini, but no, I'm not fake. I am Gryffindor, but don't move like Snape. I am Gemini, people love to call me crazy, but they judging and they hating, and I'm too gone for explaining. I am Gemini, June 14th, and all the famous rappers got a sign like me, and all the famous rappers got a heart like me, but I know that I'm different and they're not quite me. I'm the horoscope, I'm the planet and moon, I'm the rising, the sun, 5th degree to the moon. I'm the witch of your dreams, I'm the voice in your head. Your husband sent me a DM and I just left him on red. My planet's Mercury, my element is air. I'm such a free spirit that I don't care if I gotta. I ain't moving out my chair. Little zodiac, ginger snap, pretty little shorty with the snapback, tarot deck on sack, like to get her feet wet with peak sweat, the freak neck from Harlem to BX. I clean up like Kleenex. Spinelli, I'm recess, kickball to the deep end. The public school era is old school forever. The moon and the tides really control the weather. The sun and the moon, yes, it do go together. A spiritual being that rides any weather. Riders on a stone, riders on a stone. Yes, I'm on my own, trying to find up my home. Riders on a stone, riders on a stone. Always on my own, trying to find up a home. Intelligent, adaptable, agile, communicative, informative, creative, and everybody hates it. Imagination colorful when I just entertain it. A poet and a dreamer, I'ma seize the world and take it. Of course there is the bad, I'm really superficial. I ain't called you in 3 months, still I maintain that I miss you. A Gemini with issues, social isolated. I pray that I'ma make it, or at least that I can take it. And like a Gemini, I'm really prone to changes. I'm really indecisive and I really hate it. Picking food or picking clothes, it always make me anxious. But thank God I'm androgynous, cause boys clothes what I stay in. Riders on a stone, riders on a stone. Yes, I'm on my own, trying to find up my home. Riders on a stone, riders on a stone. Always on my own, trying to find up a home.
George, I made it out the mud. I know people ain't gon' like me, I'm no longer who I was. She know I play for keeps, she know I'm off of. It's bitter when it's sweet, she know I'm off of. Boy elite, she my pride, for peace. I'm a minister of lease, I don't wanna hear your preach. Now I'm off of, now I'm off of, now I'm off of, now I'm off of. I like how they want to count me out it. Was written, it ain't nothing you could type about it. I done been broke before, so I know how to go without it. Girl, I'm a hustler, I never went too long without it. These always trying to tell ya you should walk. You can't finesse me, I ain't falling for that good talk. Why would I chase a if money who I could start? Got a vendetta with it, sorry, it's the fault, sorry babe. She ain't wanna with me at first cause I had all the babes. Now she call me Peyton when I caught her play. Lane, on my place, need a pace. Grandma say, when I came, tailor made, not the same. She called me her Zed, I might do her mad. She ain't chasing clothes, she just chasing. That boy in the, he thought I was. He didn't know my hands, but who are they to judge? I made it out the mud, I know people ain't gon' like me, I'm no longer who I was. She know I play for keeps, she know I'm off of. It's bitter when it's sweet, she know I'm off of. Boy elite, she my pride, for peace. I'm a minister of lease, I don't wanna hear your preach. Now I'm off of, now I'm off of, now I'm off of. See, now I'm off of. Turn to something else when I get in that mood. I turn a Georgie to a Benji off that moon. I had that singing Purple Rangers, need the clearance. She match my fly, my expensive, this ain't spirit shorty. Oh, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Be my for the summer, you get you. Play percussion, good in mob in public, I won't speak about a bunch. want this less, I show you how to touch it. Writings on the wall, they can't spell it off. Wait till after dog, you turn break. I was in phase, now it's better days. Now I'm pepper straight, we go space. I'm up for any hating, knock off feel of vibes. I feel like.
For those of you who joined us for our inaugural 2K TV Tuesday event, thank you for helping us make it a huge success. We were there competing and checking out all the action, and you all rocked it. But there was one that stood out above the rest. The 2K TV Tuesday MVP goes to...
We're the land of the...
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining. Hey, Allie.
Hey, Brian, you could say the...
Oh, yeah, he's had some good ones, Allie. Thanks. Now Denver's starting 5. And for the Spurs, DeJounte Murray is out there with Zach LaVine. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then it's MP. And it's Stewart in at the 5. And a new rookie class to watch here early in the season, Grant. How long should we wait to evaluate a rookie's play, you think?
Well, B.A., I think you have to give them a pass their whole first year. It just takes a minute to adjust and acclimate. And a lot depends on the age of the rookie as well.
The rebound by Stewart. The 3 from Sexton. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
You can't leave someone open on MP's squad because he's solid at recognizing the overcommitment.
Jokic with it. Guarded by Stewart. And it's Jokic off the drive.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Here's Stewart. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Jokic. His last outing, he had 18 points. And it's in there.
So crafty on these takes to the rim. Jokic senses when he should just look to drive.
To the paint. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And it's Jokic missing.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Defenses pay a lot of attention to Zach LaVine because he can attack from anywhere in the half court, a player you can't lose track of.
Now here's MP. His last outing, he had 18 points. Here's Stewart, and finished off by Stewart.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
And with LaVine and the attention he garners, it opens up his teammates.
B.A., Zach LaVine has improved in that regard. When his teammates are open, he swings it right on time. His IQ on the offensive side has gone way up.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Oh, my goodness, 5 straight coming out of the gate.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting so far. Back to Porter. He takes it in. Not going to go that time. LaVine with some nice D. San Antonio leading. MP with it. And his scoring average of 31.5 points a game is fantastic.
Taking initiative on the drive. When MP sees a lane open up, he rips right through it.
And here's Jokic. To the middle. And Gordon with the big finish.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
San Antonio calls timeout.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
A different look for San Antonio. Collins comes in for Stewart, and it's Johnson in for Murray. To the inside. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Look at MP asserting himself, hammering it down right on the defense's heads.
Morris against MP. Here's an 8-footer, and Morris with the finish. The Spurs have gone a perfect 7 for 7. Jokic against MP. Collins passes to Sexton. From 13, 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Pass to Jokic. Oh, there's the alley. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Olynyk checked in for San Antonio. Vassell comes in for Levine. Now here's MP. 6 points for him. And out of bounds, the Nuggets will take it.
Nuggets ball.
.136 left in the first. Here's Stevens. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Collins with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gotten all 8 shots to go. They are red hot. Now MP. Collins left side. Pass to Vassell. Shot clock at 6. Inside. It's stolen by Green. Here's Stevens. Here's Najee. The 3. Drops in the 3.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
44 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
Cunning dribble move by MP, throwing off the defender and getting himself a shot.
And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Outside, Green. Outside, Porter. Green in the post. Collins defending. MP with it. Give him 8. Down low. Here's Olynyk. And it's Olynyk with a jam.
The playmaking ability of MP. Good at reading defenses and making the right decision.
Here's Najee. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. He's got 5.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
And you wonder how long.
MP getting it done for the San Antonio Spurs. Scoring, passing, imposing his will at the offensive end. Spurs with some changes. Levine, he's checked in for Johnson. Sexton comes in for Vassell. And MP subbed in for Walker. They've got Kelly Olynyk, Colin Sexton out there with MP. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Collins in at the 5 spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Rockets got the job done. He had 18 points and did what he always does. He got others involved. It's just been a great stretch of games for him, and there's plenty of reason to think he'll keep going. Send it back to you.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
And that's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Outside Porter. Morris outside. Out to the wing. For three. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. MP against Morris. Here's Collins. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 6 assists here tonight.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
I thought Olynyk got hit on the release, but at his size, he just absorbed it.
And here is Morris. To the inside. Here's Jokic. And again, it's Denver converting.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
And we're through the first half of... And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation. Change here for San Antonio. A different look for Denver. For Denver, they've gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. On the court right now for the Nuggets. They've got Monte Morris, and it's Stevens in at the 1.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Now here's MP. 10 points for him. Here's Collins. Yep, that one goes. Collins has gotten his second bucket.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
San Antonio's gotten only 1 3-pointer to fall here in the third. 5 attempts. MP right side. Pass to Vassell. Back to MP. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. And there's Collins on the assist by MP. MP's got his 9th assist of the game now. Now Morris. Here's Najee, covered by Johnson. Puts it up from 12. That one rolls around and rims out. For San Antonio, they've gone 50% from the field in the third quarter. 8 of 16. MP right side. Inside. Johnson. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. Denver is shooting 47% during this third quarter. They swipe it. Here's Walker going inside.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Morris on the wing. Pass to Stevens. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. He's got 6. 30 seconds left in the third. Here's MP. 10 points for him. To the paint. Here's Collins. Got it. Collins has got 6 in the quarter.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Here's Stevens. He's got 6. Fires for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. Spurs out in front, leading. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Johnson. Then it's MP, then it's Lonnie Walker, and it's Vassell in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Stevens. That shot, no good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Olynyk passes to MP. Back to Olynyk. Banked it in off the glass.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Pass to Porter. Walker against Morris. Here's Stevens. Three-pointer. San Antonio with a rebound. Vassell's got 6 rebounds in the game. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
Pass to Jokic. Over Olynyk. Jokic, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Down low. Johnson gets it to go on the assist by MP. Johnson's got 9 points now in the second half. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be booked.
Substitution on the court.
20 seconds left in the final quarter. It's Olynyk, high post. Pass to MP. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
We can ball for it all, there's no limit in this game. You go hard till you fall or you finish. I'm taking all my shots. If they need assistance, then I pass that rock. I ain't switching it.
Big stepper, I forever never slip. You wanna make it, then you gotta take a risk. Push it to the max, manifest with every limb. Stretch and flex like you mad and you reach to your limb. Top boy, top 10, never let the clock win. You gon' see the legacy, no if, just win. Never let them hopes stop. New chance, same man, hooping like you Kobe. You got 24 every day. The one and only, better beat it like you MJ. Hit him with the bullseye, show him how the game play. The king, of course, about to hit him with the swish. Ain't nobody better see him trying, but they wish. Easy elevation, and it's just like meditating. You the champ, and they know this a celebration. I can see the finish line, standing, know they waiting. Knocking out the doubts and call a dream sing.
We can ball for it all, there's no limit in this game. You go hard till you fall or you finish. I'm taking all my shots. If they need assistance, then I pass that rock. I ain't switching it. We can ball for it all, there's no limit in this game. You go hard till you fall or you finish. I'm taking all my shots. If they need assistance, then I pass that rock. When they switching it, switching it.
Stop shot a ton of vision when I see your eye. This is Black City, baby. Tell me who they wanna stop. Take him to the rack. Shot smoking like the blackest hot. All they get is wiggles on me. I'ma take it to the top. Watch me make it rain on them. Gotta go insane on them. They gon' get these dimes now, but you won't see the chain on them. Claim it and I stay on them. Ain't no candy paint on them. Hooping like Picasso, baby. You gon' see the frame on them. Forever live and I'm going out as legendary. Hoop is the halo, the ball is my sanctuary. Label me the chosen one. Game of Thrones better feel me. Ain't nobody crushing me. Hope I said it loud and clearly. I run the court, baddest kid off the playground. I call the shots, everybody better stay down. I am the boss, you can come and get your payout. I got to make it, cause that's the only way out.
We can go for it all, there's no limit. And this game you go hard till you fall or you finish. I'm taking all my shots. If they need assistance, then I pass that rock. And they switching it, we can go for it all, there's no limit. In this game you go hard till you fall or you finish. I'm taking all my shots. If they need assistance, then I pass that rock. And they switching it, switching it.
Don't call it a comeback or return. Every journey needs a new beginning. Rookies to vets, it's all depending on who's defending. You gotta earn respect to be the next, and your team will be winning. We ain't bargaining, we charging in, and the people is with it.
We getting better than ever, we never left. How long you been waiting, debating, holding your breath? Switch it right to left, tell the ref I might have got him, cause we're back like vertebrae, spinal column.
5 seconds is a problem, it's a wrap for your C's. You only got one shot, might have to launch it 40 feet. When it comes to that chip, nobody's safe. Movements will amaze, who gon' get on the plate? It's hard to say.
As we return, we gon' turn the page, turn it loose. When it's my turn, I turn the pudding into the proof that they need to believe, and give them one more jam. Let's return to their regular scheduled program. Now here we go again, I beat the secret opening.
The Friendship Torch in the foreground and the Tower of the Americas behind it. Two of the signature sites here in San Antonio, Texas. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. And Van Vliet out there with Johnson. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. And for the Spurs, MP out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Sexton. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Levine in at the 2 guard. Inside, here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
What a read from MP. I love how he looks to get it to his open teammates.
Van Vliet against Murray. And the dunk by Barnes.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Here's MP. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Passes to Anunoby. Now Johnson. Siakam left side. Over Stewart. Off the left rim and out. And so, MV will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in, and Sexton drops them both.
And a memory I have of Colin Sexton in Alabama. How about he scored 40 points in a game where the Tide only had 3 players on the court down the stretch. The young fellow was undaunted.
Van Vliet attacking. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. We've seen a quick start here for the Spurs. 4-point game. Back to MP. To the middle. Here's Stewart. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And in that game with only 3 players, Sexton almost led them to a comeback, Greg. In fact, they actually cut a 14-point lead down to 3.
And that tells you about Sexton's mindset. He was not prepared to let them lose, even under the toughest scenario you can imagine.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Toronto, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Van Vliet. High shot from 10 feet out. Van Vliet's got 5 points so far.
Well, you're really impressed with the growth of Fred Van Vliet as a scorer. This guy's so coachable, so willing to take what the defense gives him, knocks down the jump shot. You know, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
They get the rebound. Lays it up and banks it in. Van Vliet's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 1. Pass to Stewart. Sexton on the wing. Pass to MP. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Textbook pick and roll from MP. Shifting the defense so he can set up a ready shooter.
So it's Toronto now. This matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
Should be an interesting game as these teams don't see a lot of each other being from different conferences.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
It's Levine atop the key. Lock at 6. Over Barnes. Offensive rebound. Stewart. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. 6 points for him.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Here's Barnes. That one off the back iron and out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's MP. The pass to Sexton. Back to MP. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And the dunk by Stewart.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Raptors trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
In transition, here come the Spurs. 1:16 left in the first quarter of the game. Just 4 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence.
Siakam is checked in for Bamba. Achua comes in for Green. Barnes, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Johnson in for Fred Van Vliet. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. DA, thank you. So for Toronto right now, we've got Barnes, Achua is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Johnson, and it's Flynn, and at the 1 spot.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
On the wing, Barnes. Coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Spurs leading by 10. And what you get with Barnes, Greg, tremendous versatility.
He gets others involved, Kevin. Plays great defense. Has an excellent feel for the games. He doesn't have to score to impact winning. But if you need points from him, the young fella can provide that as well.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in from Spurs. Passes it to MP. Tries the hook. Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Beans checked in for the Spurs.
2 minutes remaining.
MP outside.
2 minutes.
Kick out to Levine. Back to MP.
Switch.
Pass to Stewart. Johnson outside. Over Flynn. Johnson can't get it to go. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Toronto. A 12-point game. Flynn the pass to Siakam. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
MP with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Sexton the pass to MP. Count it. MP's got the lead up to 12 now for San Antonio.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Johnson dishes to Flynn. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
To the inside. And Stewart gets it to go. Stewart's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Barnes driving in, and the layup's good off the glass. Barnes has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
And the dunk by Stewart.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Now Barnes. Over Sexton. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Gotta like. Changes here for the Spurs. Vassell, he's checked in for Colin Sexton. Walker comes in for Levine. And MP subbed in for Murray. Raptors also changing it up. Bamba is checked in for Siakam. And it's Green in for Barnes. Greg, you played on one of college basketball's all-time super teams. Hard to imagine we'll see that. That kind of dominance over several seasons like you guys had at UNLV.
It's true, and we still see dominant teams, but you know the difference is now the most talented teams tend to only play together for one season, and so that makes it really hard to run together stretches where you can call yourself a legitimate dynasty. But I still love where our game is and look forward to watching these young men chase their dream.
Collins is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's MP. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Nuggets put on a show. He finished with 14 points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. His play was commendable. His team has been playing great basketball, and he's a big reason for it. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Now, here's MP. And stolen by Flynn. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Toronto. He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Achua, he's checked in for the Raptors. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Bamba passes to Anunoby.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Flynn. Just 5 to shoot. Well, a shot missing. It's the Spurs taking it the other way. Johnson outside. .144 left in the third. Here's Vassell. He's guarded by Anunoby. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Dishes it to Flynn. Rebound, San Antonio. 1:16 left to play in the third. Here's MP. Bamba with the block.
That is a combination of length and defensive instinct. Send it back, Mo Bamba.
Johnson with the block. And here is MP. Banked in off the glass. MP's got his second bucket tonight.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Back to Van Vliet. Buries the long-range jumper. Van Vliet's got 15 points.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Here's MP down low. Here's Collins. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Raptors trail by 19. Van Vliet looking around. Takes it inside. Here's Bamba. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bamba's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, excellent pursuit of the basketball by Mo Bamba. Love his effort there.
And And so it's the San Antonio Spurs out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be right back after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So the Raptors 5 right now.
Assisted.
Got Siakam. Johnson is out there with Fred VanVleet. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. And it's Barnes in at the 3. The drive by MP. And MP throws it down.
A nice aggressive move to the basket there. They love to turn MP loose and just let him play an attacking brand of basketball.
Back to VanVleet. Three-pointer. It's good from long range.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. The drive by MP. And he lays it straight in. MP's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Barnes outside. He takes it in. That one drops for him.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Toronto.
Substitution. Draymond Green.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. They trail by 14. Barnes outside. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
MP against VanVleet. Stewart kicks to MP. Shot clock at 5. Over Green. Green with the rebound. Raptors trail by 11. And the pass to VanVleet. Inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. All that he gives them on offense. Siakam's ability, Greg, to switch defensively is key for this team.
And he can legitimately stay in front of guards on the perimeter. I mean, this guy contests shots without fouling. You love the combination of focus and strong fundamentals.
MP passes to Stewart. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And VanVleet picks one up. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Well, something else we've seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to drop. Big points coming from three-point range right now.
Johnson can't hit. Spurs leading by 10. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And Stewart gets it to go.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Count that bucket.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Outside, Sexton. Spurs passing it around. MP passes to Stewart. That one's not going to go. Good D by Siakam. Here's Barnes. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. Barnes has got it back down to single digits for the Raptors. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Isaiah Stewart.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play, and this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
San Antonio leading by 10. There's a minute 45 left in the fourth. And he gets it to go. Stewart's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Sexton against Barnes. Misses off the right eye. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. MP, no good. Raptors trail by 12. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
.122 left to play in the final quarter. Barnes against Sexton. And that one is good. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. MP with it. Down low. Here's Stewart. And he makes good on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 12.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Spurs.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone. You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
MP, no good. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. It's a 13-point game. Count that one from Van Vliet.
Rise and fire in the catch and shoot. Fred Van Vliet ready and willing.
To the paint. Here's MP. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 15 assists. Johnson, the pass to Barnes. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubt as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
나는 진짜를 원해 자판대 그림 하는 거네 저처럼 깡깡해는 엄청 바뀌는 universe, your earth, whole universe. 벗겨 백년의 목소리를 입히고 계지를 해봐라. 니네 팀 어떤 새끼가 한 발상인지 그것도 애게 난리가 나빠야. Ace, 못 먹, 라만, 많이 먹었어 beef, 피피, my bling, oh boy, MC Hammer. 전시장에 가면 차려줘 homie처럼 homie 밥안 갈 때처럼 나 허기져. Show me the real money, not that money 더 안 해. 어디서 나한테 사길. 사길. 나랑 사길. Let me tell a little sad story about this young boy who grew up, no pops in the crib. That mama working, so she couldn't really show him no love when he was a kid. He ain't even mean to do that incident. He was only 18 when he caught that bit. He ain't know how to move, he ain't know how to live. He walk in the spot. Just told him that this was procedure, but he knew in his mind he was doing a lot. He had to figure it out and then learn the rules and then follow him like it or not. He caught a new, he had a little, try to sneak it in, it was right in his sock. It had him in for like a week. They made it super cold with the AC. They ain't give him no blanket, they ain't give him no sheets. They put him in with a dirty sink. He couldn't think, he couldn't sleep. They gave him no soap to wash. They ain't give him no toothpaste to brush his teeth. He don't know why they keep bothering him. He was kinda scared, they ain't wanna argue with him. Pacing back and forth to keep him following him. Couldn't take it no more and he front. Couldn't hit the button and they coming and helping and running and cracking. He just took a unleashed the he looking and grilling and acting bad. He ain't never been before, but he made up his mind. He like, what if this how it start? They couldn't count him out, cause anybody who know little homie got heart. He gonna adapt to his habitat, even if his habitat get dark. He was a little fish when he jumped in the water, and then he grew into a shark. 2 years later, 9 fights in, he found his religion. He started working out, taking food, soups, and respect, cause the wasn't given. He wanted more for his life, he was saying it.
It's your boy Dan Rue. Many of you guys know me from doing dances throughout the few years. They put my jump shot in the game like 2 years ago, so everybody uses my jump shot because it's wet. Don't be jealous. Is your jump shot in the game? No.
Coming up in just moments from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas, the Mavericks taking on the Spurs. For the Mavericks, the stars have aligned. Performing better than last season, you can feel the... Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Allie, it's all yours.
NBA technology.
Boy, he is a big thinker, no doubt about that. Good reporting there, Allie. So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Luka and Hardaway, they make up the backcourt. Then it's Reggie Bullock, and it's Wright in at the power forward position. And for the Spurs, MP is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Sexton in at the 3. Pass to Doncic. And 2 elite teams here. You hear players say that it's just another game. But, Grant, I'm not sure that's true.
Well, we all know you want to bring the same focus and intensity to every game. But the reality is, players get up for the big games, B.A.
Right with a steal. Inside. And he dunks it down.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
To the middle. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And the three-pointer goes.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Murray against Doncic. And MP throws it down.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination.
Pass to Wright. Here's Wingate. Doncic outside. Now here's Hardaway. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Stewart. The rebound by Murray.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Despite the foul, MP very composed. That allowed him to finish the and one.
The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Here's Doncic. He played a great game against the Lakers. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Unable to get that one.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Taking charge on the drive. You can't give MP these types of lanes to the rim. He's going to make you pay.
When thinking about Colin Sexton, the first thing that comes to mind is his burst. I mean, his acceleration is just tremendous. He can go from 0 to 60 like a race car.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by MP. Wingate can't get it to go. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Here's MP. That shot missing. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. You know, Grant, with Sexton, it's not just that he has speed. He actually knows how to use that speed as a weapon.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, defenders have to play out on him because of his three-point ability. So he'll wait to catch them flat-footed, then use his burst to blow by them, getting into the teeth of the defense and making plays.
Pass to Johnson. Back to MP. 6 to shoot. And here's Stewart. From deep. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Here's Bullock. He's covered by Levine. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Timeout on the floor. Mavericks. And the Spurs with some changes. Collins, he's checked in for Stewart, and it's Vassell in for Zach LaVine. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. It's intercepted. Pass to Sexton.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
The shot won't fall, and it's Dallas the other way. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Walker, he's checked in for San Antonio. They get it again. The Spurs have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
You can't leave someone open on MP's squad because he's solid at recognizing the overcommitment.
Doncic against MP. Outside, Green. And Collins with the big block. Outside, Walker. It's Walker on the wing. MP, the pass to Collins. Here's MP. It's not going to go for him, and it's Dallas the other way. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
I mean, every game against this team is so important. That's how it is in a divisional race.
This is definitely the first of many tonight. And in these first games, you always try to set the tone and take that mental and psychological edge.
To the inside, Collins. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists tonight. Dallas has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Powell in the post. Collins defending. Back to Doncic. 5 to shoot. To end the run. San Antonio with a rebound.
Well, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
That's his first personal foul. Second.
First one falls for him.
You know, not many players.
Going with a new group. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. They've got Lonnie Walker. MP is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Johnson. And it's Stewart in at the 5, down low. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. MP against Doncic. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
A minute 58 left to play in the second quarter.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Raptors got the job done. He finished with 10 points, and his passing was the story of that one, creating for others. Performances like his are why they have been an absolute force on the hardwood. We'll see if they can keep rolling, guys.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Back to Stewart. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists in the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And here's Doncic outside. Walker pulls down the board.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
You know, you can see right there that MP really has a great feel for the game. He knows the pick and roll is the right call.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Doncic is doubled. Pass to Wingate. Here's Bullock. He's got 5. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Doncic.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Hardaway up top. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Here's MP. Here's Collins. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so the San Antonio Spurs with an impressive 16-point lead heading. with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You were named co-rookie of the year alongside Jason Kidd back in '95. Something that's only happened 3 times in NBA history.
Yeah, I'm still bitter about that. I was robbed. Jason knows that. Everyone knows that. Nah, Jason and I, we are good friends. We joke about this all the time, but it was really an honor to share this award for someone of his caliber. Really one of the true greats to ever play in the NBA. But I was still robbed.
On the court right now for the Mavericks, Davis Bertans is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Green, then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Powell in at the 5 spot. The foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And featuring Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, and Kevin Garnett. Is the 2020 Hall of Fame class the best ever, Clark?
Well, I'd certainly have to go back and look, but there won't be any classes that would be any better. I would say that. I mean, clearly depending on when some of the all-time greats went in and who were part of their classes in the past, but I would be hard-pressed to imagine or be able to state a class that was better than this particular class. 2009 comes to mind. That had Michael Jordan, David Robinson, and John Stockton. That's a pretty good threesome, too.
MP outside, drives to the hoop. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. MP's got 17.
And right now, MP is going for it, folks, letting it all hang out. Just getting whatever shot he wants and executing.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Takes a 3. And the Mavericks, another 3.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
MP with it. 17 points in the game. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
To the middle. Here's Bertans. Oh, great D that time from MP.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And there's the foul against Dallas. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Hey, give them credit also for the number of layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the bucket.
And the Spurs making a change here. Jones is checked in. Here's Bullock, covered by MP. And the Mavericks, another 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball. Really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Bullock. And it's blocked by Collins. Here's Vassell. He's marked by Finney-Smith. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
Dallas ball.
And now another look at that mobile 1 block defensive performance.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition's sails.
Olynyk checked in for San Antonio. Dallas has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the 3rd quarter. Green, the pass to Powell. Now Finney-Smith. There's 48 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter of basketball. Out to Powell. And there's a 3-second violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Levine, he's checked in for Vassell. It's Olynyk, high post. Outside for Levine. Drills drills it from deep. Levine's got 9 points in the quarter.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Green for three. Hits the trifecta.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Olynyk, and it's Olynyk with a jam.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Here's Bullock. And so the San Antonio Spurs with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got MP, Doug McDermott out there with Lonnie Walker. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Jones in at the two guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Wright against MP. Wright with the board. Wright's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Marjanovic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Clark is someone with a close eye on the college game. How excited were you about this season's incoming rookies?
Boy, I tell you, man, it's always exciting. I mean, that's been my take every year. I mean, you take a look at the guys in college and you know some of them will be pros, and you're excited for them to have that opportunity to realize a dream. So I think the drive and enthusiasm of these young guys at the college level as they embark on trying to be pros, that's always fun for me to watch and see.
Green with the ball. Now McDermott defending. And it's Green missing.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
To the paint. Here's Olynyk, and it's Olynyk with a jam.
Surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that.
I certainly hope not.
And we're going to have a jump ball. So it's San Antonio now. Green finds Doncic. Dallas, no good that time either.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Here's McDermott. No good, a bit long that time. For Dallas, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Down low. Marjanovic can't hit.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Here's Olynyk, and it's Olynyk with a jam.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
That's his first personal.
And I think we're all giving more attention to health and well-being. Grant, anything the league can do better to protect player health?
Well, I know they've tried to cut down on travel and minimize back-to-backs, but at the end of the day, you're playing 41 road games and 41 home games. That's what it is. It's a marathon. It's going to be hard, and it's an endurance race. And so, yeah, maybe reducing regular season games, but I'm not sure that's an option. So sometimes you just got to grind it out and get through it and hope for the best for your ball club.
Kept alive. Right with the bucket.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
San Antonio's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And that one's good.
Nice dime by MP off the pick and roll. He draws the defense's attention and then just flicks it away.
For Dallas, they've got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Now right. Pass to Hardaway. Outside, Brown. Clock at 6. Back to Hardaway. Over Olynyk. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Spurs have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Now here's MP. Inside. To the paint. McDermott can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
MP outside. Coaching turnover is a fact of life in the NBA. Grant, as a player, how tough is it to adapt to a new coach?
Well, it depends on the timing. I mean, an offseason change gives the team a time to get used to a new system. Now, if it happens in midseason, it can be a little tough. The learning curve is definitely steep.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Burke. From the top of the key, lets it fly. No luck on that one. San Antonio goes the other way with it. And here's MP. And it's Olynyk with a jam.
Okay, big man. Hammer it home.
Ooh, showing some athleticism right there. He still knows how to finish.
Well, he doesn't count on elevation or hang time, that's for sure, but he can still get it in the basket.
Back to Burke. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Spurs.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early. You're going to be seeing them that often.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Here's Burke, covered by MP. Pass to Hardaway. Let's go with a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
McDermott, good, and the assist goes to MP.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Pass to right. Outside Hardaway. Here's Marjanovic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first.
It's on Doug McDermott.
Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Mavericks. Boban Marjanovic.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. MP with it. Down low. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Maybe that's what life is. Hey man, you ease up, ooh yeah, please up, who cares, who there, do what, wake up. We want heads up, hey you, system, hey you, they too, yeah you bet, do the dance, you ball, get low, not need, boy please, what up, you next, who go, who's that, ring, your number, bling, talk it up, who vote. Rabbit's toe.
See, no, from the north, it ain't Santa Claus. Brought my gifts to Atlanta, I'm Atlanta Claus. We getting to the bread, trying to keep low. But it ain't working, my circle on fire like a circus now. Around the same I've been around, so of course I endorse my from the north side. It's a steam team, got poor side. Get it to do it. Course I gotta voice my opinion on the you are bad.
Oh, bro, that groovy. Hey.
Pull strings like a guitar, G-star jeans on my sneakers. I'm a real soulful color greens inside your speakers. Ferguson days on Castro, wasn't no cash flow, but I'm good for the arts, I'm Dr. Shows. I'm good for your heart, let me snatch your soul.
Yeah, hey, look at what do for the cash and tape. They'll be right across your head like it's Ash Wednesday. You got told, just get off your like your this fake. You can't sit, and if we ain't siblings, then I can't relate. Today, I'm A-sick, I run. I got it jumping like Pompeii. I don't need nothing but one take. I'm from the part of the city where you keep them like 1+8. Our politician. We do it like a small town wager. I'm the dropout major. Success stories I favor. Used to cover my scars out here trying to cover the fader. Yeah, Pro Tools, knobs, and the faders. Tell Assalamu alaikum. You ain't bout static like AM radio. Ain't even playing. I put my heart in my all in my art. I'm arting it. All of them are the same. It's harder to tell them apart some days. I thought I'd call them out all together rather than waste the amount of bars it'll take for me to call them out by name. Caught a glimpse of the alternate world I've introduced to you via the studio. Got them studying on mixtape. I'm from the hood like my mama, put that on my mama. I laid the law down like Parliament, all just with a pen and page.
You can't be everything to everybody. I wanna be your lover, your best friend, your Batman, Spider-Man, fight to pilot. Now your rivals in. I wanna you to be the one to heal you up. I wanna be the one to on nights when you need to cheer you up. I wanna be the one to build you up. A wall worth $5 billion to keep out the rah-rah and the blah blah blah. So nobody try to steal your thunder, pull you under, toss my f***s out, Royal Rumble. We done moved out to the boondocks, built a big house. There he wonders how some weather. Along the way he went from Huey to Eddie Winsler. I've been so disconnected, my perspective is ignorant. When you risk, don't wanna correct you. Say something crazy, they won't interject. Do every you want, they gon' let you. Dangerous when there's nobody to check you. I be having to check myself. Stop hoarding that money, you know you got plenty. I be having to spread my wealth. I used to be at the crib myself, 7 years old, off a Red Boulevard where they stand on the corner, one hand, then they ran when the there go the laws, and I packed up a bag and I took up north on the path of a star, and I ran into you like I met you before. Now me and you going half from the boys sing. Hugging the block all day. I had nowhere to go. She gave me a place to stay. She gave me a heart to hold. I still got it to this day. She riding with me on the road. She riding with me in the A. Hugging the block, okay. She gave me the gift of my son, and plus we got one on the way. She gave me a family to love, but that I can never repay. I'm crying while writing these words. The tears, they feel good on my face. Hey. And yesterday could feel just like a waste, yeah.
On the floor for the visiting San Antonio Spurs. Captain, Isaiah Stewart. As ball forward, Colin Sexton. At shooting guard, Zach Levine. At the other guard position, DeJounte Murray. At the other forward position, MP. It's time to introduce the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks.
Hi, and welcome. Before we get going,
thank you so much.
Well, he plays like he's having fun. David, thanks. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. They've got MP. Levine is out there with Murray. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Sexton in at the small forward position. And for the Hawks, and in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. Young is out there with Payton, and it's Capella in at the center. And Brent, clearly a lot of games left on the schedule, but when do players start taking notice of the standings?
I feel like All-Star break is always the time, Kevin, where you're looking at things and you're trying to do the math about, okay, let's see, we got 34 games to go. We're going to have to, be 20 and 14 to get ourselves into this position. But usually at the All-Star break, when guys are away, you take assessment of that, and then you know that second half of run, where you got to get to in order to be a team competing in the postseason.
And that one, good.
That is a tough shot there. Trae Young's such a small player. He needs that floater in his arsenal.
Sexton's shot is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now, here is Young. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. And the dunk by Capella.
You see there just the threat of Young pulling up. It's going to open up the two-man game. The defender forced to come out and respect the deep shot. And Trae able to make the play.
And MP throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
So it's the Hawks now. After the basket by San Antonio. Here's Capella. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And that's Capella getting rewarded for his effort on the glass. Love when that kind of hustle pays off.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Trae Young. The Spurs shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Johnson's checked in for the Spurs. And so Murray nails both of them. Well, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
Now, here's MP. After the miss from Trae Young, Murray finds MP. They get it back. Basket good.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Young against Murray. Here's the floater. And Young with the nice bucket inside. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, this guy keeps learning from each and every coverage on the pick and roll. Trae Young getting some serious chops playing out of that set.
MP passes to Stewart, and he uses the glass on the layup. Stewart's got his second basket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've got here in the first half.
The pass to Hunter. Lobbed up there for Collins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
That connection with Collins, that's an impressive play and very, very high percentage.
To the middle, here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Murray against Young. Here's Hunter over Sexton. And there's Hunter on the assist from Young.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up, just as important.
MP outside. To the inside. Pulls up. Another one falls for San Antonio. The Hawks trail by 4. Hunter on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And it's blocked. And they get it back. Capella against Stewart. 4 on the clock. And finished off.
Just has a nose for the dunks. Collins up there once again.
Down low. Stewart misses.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Hunter, the pass to Capella. Stewart against Collins. Now, here's Hunter. Tight defense on him. Here's Capella. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
It looked like the directive in that game was that they wanted to attack, and all that work that they put in on the perimeter turned into a big night from deep.
Young, good.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
Now, MP. He's coming off a 25-point game against Dallas.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
34 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Payton kicks to Collins. Young outside, launches it, trains it from beyond the arc. Young's got 9 points.
You just can't forget about Trae Young. Not for a second out there. We saw him there with that quick release.
Here's MP. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Spurs lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And it's been a pretty even game here. Hawks making a change here. Collins is checked in. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player. But, man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
Collins is out there with Okongwu. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Cooper. And it's Herter in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the Mavericks was terrific. He tallied 25 points and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight. You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
Here's Young. Second chance shot. Can't get the layup.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's MP. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Just 5 on the clock. And MP throws it down.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace. You don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And they pick up 2. Cooper's got 8 points.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
To the middle. Tries again. And Stewart gets it to go. 16 points for him.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Young dishes to Collins. Pass to Cooper. It's deflected. And here is MP. 6 points for him. Inside. Shot by Collins, no good. The Hawks trail by 18. We've got 33 seconds left now here in the second. Okongwu, the pass to Young. Lobbed up there for Collins. Stewart with the steal. Passes it to MP. With the drive and the dunk by MP.
Oh, yeah, MP knows a thing or two about putting on a show. Get to the bucket and finish with fire.
Young taking his time here. Rejected by Walker. And so it's San Antonio controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Atlanta making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for John Collins. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Peyton. Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. MP comes in for DeJounte Murray. On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Zach LaVine, Isaiah Stewart out there with Keldon Johnson. Then it's MP. And it's Vassell in at the 3, the small forward. 6 to shoot. Johnson, good. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Now, here's MP. 8 points for him. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Proving how effective he can be in these sets. MP reads defenses well in the pick and roll.
To the left wing. Capella against Stewart. Capella kicks to Johnson. Bogdanovic, that's for 2. It's hauled in by Stewart.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the dunk by MP.
And getting out on the run, MP doing a great job of finishing on the break.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Pass to Young. And here is Capella. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Looking back at the 2017-18 season, Clint Capella, Brent, shot an eye-popping 65% from the field. That led the NBA.
Well, a third of his baskets were dunks during that season. So I would expect the percentage to actually, Kevin, be pretty high. And a lot of those were at the...
Oh!
Yeah. Pretty good creativity as Collins goes in there for the Zach attack.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Cooper against MP. Over to the left wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Capella, and it's blocked.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Misses off the left iron. Atlanta's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Bogdanovich finds Johnson. 16 feet away. Rebound San Antonio. Stewart's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To the paint, out to the wing. Jones dishes to MP. Spurs passing it around. And MP throws it down.
Powerful finish. That's the intensity MP brings, firing up his teammates.
And for the Hawks, they're shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Here's Bogdanovich. Capella. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
MP against Capella. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Well, looking up and down the stat sheet here, I'm seeing those second chance points jump out at me. They've done a great job on the offensive glass.
And that one falls for Collins.
Collins, a great high-energy player, and that's something coaches really appreciate, that players are going to come in and give them that kind of effort on a nightly basis.
Cooper, the pass to Bogdanovich, lets it fly, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
MP dishes to Collins. Here's MP. Rebound, Atlanta.
Zach Collins. So that's his 3rd. Team 5th. At the line for Atlanta.
First free throw is good. Gary Payton is checked in for Bogdanovich. San Antonio also making some changes. Sexton comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Jones. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Inside. And finished off by Collins.
One thing MP's always had is a great feel for the game. He doesn't need to see a pass like that. He just feels it.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Free throw good. Cooper
taking 2 shots.
And Cooper drops both of them.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
MP with it. He's got 14. And he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got 8 points here in this quarter.
It's scary when MP is going off like this. His adrenaline starts flowing, the teammates getting pumped, and then it's like a runaway train. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be.
And so it's San Antonio in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. It seems like nothing they do can go wrong as they string together one successful possession after another and are simply running away with this one. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for Atlanta, and in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. Payton is out there with Cooper, and it's Okongwu in at the 5. San Antonio making a switch here. Johnson's checked in, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Determined to score, Collins smelt that play out and wanted to make something happen offensively.
Young's checked in for the Hawks. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
Here's MP. There's the drive. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Payton outside. Now the pass to Hunter. And the 3 off target.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Murray, good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Hunter, bounce pass. Johnson against Collins. Here's Young in Atlanta again with the bucket.
Everyone expects him from long range. Nice to see him in the mid-range get something done.
Now MP to the inside. Great player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Stewart comes in for Keldon Johnson, and Levine subbed in for Murray. Brady passes to Gallinari. The 3 nailed from three-point land.
Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Here's MP. Pass to Stewart. Bank shot, no good. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. Olenek is checked in for Collins. Outside Collins. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league, but who is the toughest matchup for you when you play?
Oh, man, you know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. Don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with, and my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
McDermott's checked in for the Spurs. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection. Watch how MP flusters the defense with the dribble move, getting himself the shot he was looking for.
For Atlanta, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And finish off by Collins.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. MP deciding where to go with it. Here's Stewart. Drops in the layup for 2. Stewart's got 20.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Collins got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Capella dishes to Collins. And there's 1:45 left to play here in the fourth. MP against Collins. A nice shot by MP. MP's got 14 points now in the second half.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Into the lineup for the Spurs.
1:32 left here in the fourth quarter. Into the lane. And the basket is good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for San Antonio.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Passes to Primo. And here is MP. Lays it up off the glass.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Lob pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
Now, here's MP. Going inside, and MP throws it down.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And the dunk by Capella.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
MP up top. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.
glass tinted, I don't do fingerprinting. Bumper with the chrome finish, mesmerizing all the women. Right here, leave them winded. Game super tight, out of sight, fifth dimension. White walls, gold dating, such a beautiful friendship. Chevys, Caprices, Buicks, just a few I could mention. Slow and steady till she ready, I ain't new to this. In the single file line, like they serving detention. Got that get set, cause all this candy keep dripping. Going 2 miles an hour, left them sour like lemons. Put the pedal to the metal, catching up can be expensive. Supreme gasoline, full synthetic for my engine. Bouncing, turning and bending, looking for that. No placating, no pretending, get it poppin', topic trending. I come highly recommended. My cut a small percentage, definition of authentic. I just thought I represented. I be kicking back, cruising. You ain't winning, then you losing. Window tinted, can't see through it. Right here, exclusive. Let me put you on some smooth. Then you tell me who you choosing. I'm kicking back, cruising. You ain't winning, then you losing. Window tinted, can't see through it. Right here, exclusive. Let me put you on some smooth. Then you tell me who you choose. Cherry wood on my panel. How it feel when you handle chopping blades under rays. Bet your whip can't hold a candle. All the trophies on my mantle. Only converse with you if the topic is financial. Sometimes the motive's domestic, other times it be foreign. So many to choose from, my tires ain't never worn. Think I'm sitting on 20s, but baby, you misinformed. Weathermen predict fog, I throw my halogens on. Jamming screw through Georgia woods, type of I be on. Regulate like I'm warm. Only 2 or 3 pine trees, my type of decorum. And my motor kinda quiet, I forget that it's on. That's my amp, not thunderstorms. The trunk just can't contain it. The price of being famous. Swag just to play it. I promise I'll never change it. Anything else would be heinous. Till then I'ma keep swinging. Cutlass, Lincoln, Regal, we all speak the same language. I'll be kicking back, cruising. You ain't winning, then you losing. Window tinted, can't see through it. Right here, exclusive. Let me put you on some smooth. Then you tell me who you choosing. I'm kicking back, cruising. You ain't winning, then you losing. Window tinted, can't see through it. Right here, exclusive. Let me put you on some smooth. Then you tell me who you choose. Kicking back, cruising. You ain't winning, then you losing. Window tinted, can't see through it. Right here, exclusive. Let me put you on some smooth. Then you tell me who you choosing. I'm kicking back, cruising. You ain't winning, then you losing. Window tinted, can't see through it. Right here, exclusive. Let me put you on some smooth. Choose it.
Kings. I've been all alone, ain't never need nobody else. I'm at the top floor. Start the show, wish I had some competition, but it ain't nobody low. Hit a drop Kings. I've been all alone, ain't never need nobody else. I'm at the top floor. Start the show, wish I had some competition, but it ain't nobody low. Ballin', no discussion, don't wanna hear the fussing. Knew I'd be rich, look at my wrist, of course I seen it coming. 100K, all in 20s, come around, I bet she love it. Ay, boosting up my ego, can't be seen in public. This a brand new whip, so please don't lean on it. AMG, this came with some strings on it. She said that I'm toxic, but want me to put a ring on it. AKA her favorite color pink, but she like green on me. We gon' throw a party, make it look like a parade. Pull up in the yellow Rari, same color as lemonade. All this money probably shorten up my day. Pull the racks out of my pocket, she forgot about my age. Little drop Kings. I've been all alone, ain't never need nobody else. I'm at the top floor. Start the show, wish I had some competition, but it ain't nobody low. Hit a drop Kings. I've been all alone, ain't never need nobody else. my shot won't touch the net. Put across the neck, no respect. Then again, I'm like the one who cut the checks. The way I ball, you think it's Mars. The way I live, shawty upset. Pull up in the parking lot and left the doors. It's platinum leather, wipe your feet before they hit the floor. She loving the life, no, she ain't tryna go. We make it easy for the mama, tell them no. Hit a drug kings. I've been all alone, ain't never need nobody else. I'm at the top floor. Off the show, wish I had some competition, but it ain't nobody low. Hit a drug kings.